What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. This week we saw a significant change to the Skolas boss fight in level 35 of the Prison of Elders. Today, I'm going to show you the strategy that I've used with great success to take this guy down. Skolas has some pretty unique mechanics that you'll have to work with in order to defeat him. At the start of the fight, he is protected by servitors, which must be destroyed in order to damage Skolas himself. After killing a servitor, you will see a message pop up, Servitor Bonds Weakened, and you'll have 20 seconds to do damage to Skolas. Once you have dealt about 75% damage to the big guy, you will see the next message, Servitor Bonds Broken, and you can deal damage to Skolas without worrying about servitors. However, at this point, Skolas will poison one of your fire team members at random with the Devouring Essence. This will last for 30 seconds, and if the player still has it when time runs out, he will die. The essence can be transferred to another player, and the timer starts over. The player who just had the essence will begin a new immunity timer for 40 seconds, in which he cannot pick up the essence again. This ensures that all three members of the fire team must rotate the effect between them. Finally, the last mechanic that Bungie has thrown into the mix are the Splinter Mines. Once Skolas' health reaches 50% and then again at 25%, the Splinter Mines will start appearing in the arena and they must be defused. Okay, so those are the tools Skolas has in his arsenal. What is the strategy for beating him? Let's start at the beginning. Immediately upon entering the arena, take a hard left with your entire fire team. You will reach this platform with a servitor on it. This is the first spawn you will use for the servitors. Immediately destroy this servitor and start shooting Skolas. Since we don't have burn modifiers on, he will not flinch as easily as he has in the past, so expect him to make it toward you pretty quickly. Once he gets close, we are going to start rotating. This will continue for pretty much the rest of the fight. Starting from the left platform, rotate clockwise around the arena to this area. I'll call it the right platform. Underneath this area is where the second spawn point is for servitors. Once you're here, you'll probably see one. I would hold off on shooting it until you know that you have a shot on Skolas. Don't let it get too far away, but give it a minute. Instead, focus on other enemies. Wait for Skolas to get in range, kill the servitor, and then focus on Skolas. Once Skolas gets close enough to start focusing fire on you, start rotating back to the left platform. If you are moving at a fast enough pace, the next servitor should still be there. If not, you may want to peek into some of the fuselages littered in the middle of the arena to see if he is hiding there. Take it down and repeat. Continue rotating, taking out adds, killing servitors, and damaging Crota until the bonds are broken. A quick note about rotating, do it before you think you need to. Once the bonds are broken, Skolas will taint a Guardian's Light. At this point, it is imperative that your fire team stays together, has good communication, and stays alive. Rotating frequently bunches up enemies, keeps them in a predictable location, and makes moving around the map much easier. If you stay in one place too long, the enemies will spread out around you and make escape much more difficult. So now that we have Skolas' taint, we need to damage him enough to start the Splinter Mines. Continue rotating around the arena, calling out when the taint needs to be transferred, transferring the taint between the Guardians, taking out adds, and when you have time, damage Skolas. Communication here is key, so speak up. If someone does die while the Devouring Essence is out, the other two Guardians can usually make a 3/4 lap around the arena, drawing enemies away from his dead body, and then come back and revive him. Timing is often critical here, because the Guardian getting revived will often have to transfer the Devouring Essence to himself immediately upon revive, but you should be okay if you're quick enough. Once you have Skolas down to 50% health, the Splinter Mines will spawn in. I like to move the entire fire team toward each Splinter Mine if at all possible. This makes the mines diffuse faster, splits enemy fire between 3 Guardians, and allows us to keep transferring the Devouring Essence between the Guardians. Sometimes one of you will have to split off to make it to a splinter mine in time. Try to send the guy who is currently immune, and make sure you know where to meet to transfer that essence back again. This part can be stressful, but if you try to save supers like the Ward of Dawn, Blade Dancer Invisibility, or a Warlock Self-Res, you will find it much more forgiving. Once the first set of mines is down, start rotating around the arena again, pegging at Skolas' health, repeat the mines at 25% health, and then finally finish him off. And that's it. This is a method that is repeatable and works well for me. I'm sure it will work for you as well. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and share any tips you have for this fight as well. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.